And this is the story about men who are of the denomination, whichever religion they're from, and they are very staunch religious persons. And we assume simply because he goes to church, he goes to the mosque, he goes to temple, whatever, simply because he's a religious person, automatically makes him a good man. But Millie or Jesus is over here telling you, child, it's not every single man that you find in church that is going to be a good man. It is not every single man that you find in church that is going to be the man that will lead you to across the, what was that river? The one people crossed? Yes, will not cross, will not part the waters like Moses for you to cross. It was the Red Sea, no? Anyway, will not be your Moses to part the waters, such that you're looking at fish are just like and the side, and you're kind of walking across. That story is so mythical. Anyway, we move. Not every single person will break their back to ensure that your life is better or will improve your life simply because they go to church. And she recounts her own story saying, look, I was dating someone just before I met Kabi, or I was dating someone during that time when we were all friends and we will double date and all of these things. And trust me, this person gave me character development with a capital K. And I love that Kabi threw in a joke and he's like, girl, I thought you said you weren't serious. What do you mean? Friends. What do you mean? And she goes, nah, forget about that. She still goes back to say that, look, it doesn't always, 1 + 1 is not always 2 when it comes to a person's character in the basis of their religious affiliations, right? It's not always the same. We've seen many people in churches who've done many bad things. We've seen many leaders in churches who've done many bad things. So religion doesn't equate a good man, okay? That's the kind of story that she's trying to teach you. So she says in her own words, look, girl, if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for, if you're a lady in waiting, like you're waiting to be married or in a relationship, whatever, don't necessarily assume that you will find your good man in church, and not every man you find in church is a good man. And do I disagree? Of course not. It is weird experiences that you've had usually come with a very close affiliation to, you were in fellowship, you were in either Sunday school, you were in some sort of youth meeting, committee, thingamabob, and you hear all mannerisms of insanity that go on in there. It's not all churches, it's not all religions, it's not every single case that goes bad, but you still hear a lot of horrible stories. Is it just me, or is it that thing where it's almost a common detail where people will say, watoto wa pastors, wachana now?
Listen, you know what? I'm choosing violence today.
Pick it up.
I'm choosing violence, and I will just say it. I don't think there are any good men in church.
Oh, there we go.
It's like when you hear about the Amish people, you know, there's that picture that's put out. They're kind, non-violent, away from technology. But when you listen to the stories in every Amish community, you will hear horror stories of the things that go on. And that's the same. The church, okay, most church people, or the ideal image of it's a Christian community, people are nice, people are kind, people are everything. But in every congregation you go to, you will not lack a story, a horror story about how we stayed late for choir practice, we stayed late for prayers, we stayed late for this and this and this. This was my Sunday school teacher, this was my what and what and what and what. There are horror stories. So my advice is, please meet your man at the club. I told you I'm toxic, okay? Please meet a person in their settings, in their natural setting, not where they're going to put on a front and put on this new persona, like I'm this new person, I love God, I am a hallelujah drum beating Christian. Whole time it is a wolf in a sheep's skin. So whatever you do, don't go to church looking for a husband. Go to church, do your thing, go home, and then look for your husband outside. But
the rose-colored glasses that are, I met him in church. Yeah, don't wear those. Those are bad for you. Those are horrible for you. Many people aren't their religion. Just always remember that. People are not their religion. People are individuals, and they can be bad individuals. Just they go to church, or they go to mosque, or they go to temple. Okay.
Yes.
I think that's the toxicity she's trying to say. Also, don't forget, men at the club ain't always that good either. So it's like, a person is not their environment, a person is who they are, who they show
Pray
you
for
they
the spirit
are.
of discernment.
Discernment.
Those
Discernment.
exactly.
I think you have nailed. You have put it in the Christian.
Hey,
You
see,
have
we're doing it again.
Christianized it properly.
We went to church.
Okay, sorry.
We're speaking from experience, okay?
Yeah.
We've been to church,
We're
we've been
church
to the
kids.
club, we've been to in the middle. We know what we're talking about, okay?
crazy out
It's
here.
from experience.
It's get out. Anyway, moving on really quickly, I think we would like to know from you what your experience has been. I would definitely like to see you on the number 0770-729-366. Do you agree with us? And do you also agree with Kabi Wajizus when Millie Wajizus, sorry, when she speaks about good men being in church is not always the case? Are you with us with Adele? What any of the stories that we've mentioned, please let us know what your thoughts are. The number is always down here. Hashtag Hebrew Let's Talk. Hashtag, is it duo? What's
Double duo gang.
Double duo gang. Hashtag Talk That Talk Thursday. Let's get into it.